I'm just a guy who loves Disney and has way too much time on his hands. As always, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney news and reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney news and reviews. I'm File91e and I'm sorry to say that this was going to wind up being my last show, not my last show in general, but my last show with attractions and rides from Walt Disney World. I was going through all the different rides that I've done, and I've gone through all the major rides, all the minor rides, and even some of the the lower level rides. And I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel with this, with these last two. But I figure, you know what, I'm not just going to kind of water down my shows and whatnot with pretty not so good attractions. So I'm just going to save all the rest of them for for when I go down, like the newest ones, like the Toy Story Mania and the American Idol and all those. I'm just going to save them for when I go back down in 2011, and I'll do my Disneyland reviews in 2010. So hopefully that'll give me some good material to work with. But in the meantime, I have no clue what I want to do, to be perfectly honest. I'm thinking of reviewing Disney movies. I'm trying to think of something to do with the Disney music that I have on my computer. I have a ton of Disney music. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that. So you'll find out when I do, but I'm pretty sure it's going to wind up being movies, only because it's easy for me, because I've seen pretty much every Disney movie out there, and even if I haven't, I can find a DVD or VHS somewhere of it. So yeah, that's the status update for this one. Also, I also have, stay tuned for the end of this show, because I have a big announcement regarding a giveaway. That's right, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Okay, so just stay tuned for a bigger, for that, for more details on that at the end of this show. So just stay tuned for that. But for right now, let's get right to the news. There's a lot of news this week, okay? And some big news coming from the D23 Expo. The first and main thing is that Disney is going to be expanding Fantasyland. I'm telling you, this is huge. The expansion will roughly double the size of the current location. The first phase of the expansion involves the closing of Toontown so that new areas can be built. The areas will house different Disney characters such as Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and Belle, for instance. Also, Beast Castle, which is going to be a new area there, Beast Castle, will house a restaurant. So that's going to be pretty cool. The Dumbo ride, this little spinny Dumbo ride, will be expanded into a 3-ring circus tent with interactive attractions that will eliminate the long queue lines. That's something that's huge. This is big for Fantasyland. Ariel's Grotto will be converted into a dark ride featuring Ariel, and that's all. And the dark ride will also be in Disney's California Adventure too. So they're going to kind of open it up at almost around the same time. But I told you that on my last video. And the last renovation will be the addition of Pixie Hollow, which is an area dedicated to Tinkerbell and her fairy friends. The renovations will not close the current Fantasyland and will take a few years to complete. The renovations will be completed in stages, so the wait won't be too long for the first one to be actually completed. So they're going to open it up in different, sort of stages. But that's huge, huge news from D23. That's why I wish I was there, but I'm not. That makes me sad. Anywho, in other news from D23, Disney will also be renovating Star Tours. That's right, they're going to be making Star Tours 2. They will now make the ride a 3D ride and add, from what I've seen so far, pod racing into the mix. You'll also go to different galaxies and areas in the Star Wars universe that are familiar to people. There'll also be there are videos and pictures up at these at wdwmagic.com. Just go on the just go to that, and on the left hand side you'll see a whole bunch of the recent news and whatnot, and then you'll eventually see these D23 things. There's also pictures of the proposed concept art for the expansion and whatnot. So it looks really cool. And the renovation for Star Tours will debut in 2011. So rest assured, I'll be there for that. In not so scary Halloween news, October 31st, the October 31st Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is sold out, but there are tickets for other evenings still available. The Disney Trading Nights will return on Thursday, October 1st, with a special 10th anniversary celebration at Disney's Contemporary Resort. The free activity will be held from 6 to 9 p.m. in the Ballroom of the Americas, and another trading night will be held in the same location, October 30th, from 6 to 9 p.m. also in the Ballroom. There'll be no pin trading night held in November. So if you're a pin trader and you go to these things, just letting you know, it's pretty much only in October for right now. No dates have been set for November. And actually, I found out, most recently in other news, there was a bomb squad call issued in for the Florida for the Florida police, because Disney found a suspicious package underneath a bus, and they called in the bomb squad, and everything's okay, everything's fine, but that shut down the bus route for a while because they wanted to make sure this suspicious package was not anything bad, and it wasn't bad, everything's fine, but I thought that was pretty funny. So yeah, a lot of news this week. I'll get right to the news, but there's not a whole lot to review, so let's get right to the reviews. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to review isn't really anything to really review, but it's still a main thing at this park. It's the Epcot fountain, or as they call it, the Mom, I Can't Believe It's Disney fountain at Epcot, right between Future World and the World Showcase. So what these guys say the Mom, I Can't Believe It's Disney fountain is the combination fountain and shower diversion attraction. Go when it's hot. Secretly installed by Martians during illuminations. They gave it 4 stars. You'll see it, when you go in. It's just a fountain that occasionally will do have a little musical show that goes in, and the water goes up and down according to the music. It's just a diversion attraction. Easy stuff. If you're lucky enough, to see it, sit back and watch it. I got some video up there showing it. And it's a cool thing. It's a fountain. Not anything to write home about, but it is pretty neat. So if you happen to walk past it and it's going on, check it out and watch it. The Epcot fountain, or the Mom, I Can't Believe It's Disney fountain, I'm going to give 3 stars. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the Maharajah Jungle Trek at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, what these guys say the Maharajah Jungle Trek is, well, a walk-through zoological exhibit, a headliner, go anytime, opens 30 minutes after the rest of the park, a standard setter for natural habitat design, 4 stars. This is actually another one of the zoo things at the Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's one of the things that really make the Animal Kingdom different, is the fact that it showcases these rare and awesome animals. So it's a lot like the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail, where you just walk through and it's pretty much just a zoo. You can ask Disney cast members and and crew that you encounter all kinds of questions. There's different types of animals there. There's tigers, and there's all kinds of different things that that you can really see and appreciate, which I find pretty neat. This is not exactly one of the things that I hit each and every time I go to a Disney's Animal Kingdom, because I'm waiting in line for either Expedition Everest or the Kilimanjaro safaris. But if you're a huge fan of animals, you will like this, just because you're almost guaranteed to see the animals doing something. That's the one good thing about Disney, or the Disney's Animal Kingdom, is they always got the animals doing something and not just sitting there like like other zoos where the animals are just sitting there just not doing anything. But yeah, the Maharajah Jungle Trek at Disney's Animal Kingdom, I'm gonna give 3 stars. It's an average attraction. If you're really into animals, you'll like this. If you're not so much, you can still go in there and pretty much have a good time. But I usually don't go there a lot unless I'm just killing time. So the Maharajah Jungle Trek, 3 stars. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this week's Disney News and Reviews. The only other thing that I could have reviewed was the Diamond Horseshoe Saloon, but I haven't really gone in there since I was 4 years old, and I don't really remember it all. And so I'll go there next time and then review that. I'll kind of lump that in there with restaurants. But anyway, about the giveaway, I'm actually going to have to do a separate video about this giveaway that I want to do, because I'm actually running short on time here. So check out the video that's immediately going to be following this one. It's going to be uploaded pretty much right after. But yeah, so thanks to everybody who watches my videos and gets a kick out of them. So rate, review, subscribe if you want to, if you haven't already. So we'll see you all next week, and stay tuned for my bonus video about the giveaways. Check it out. Check that video out. See you next week.